What's up? What's up, y'all? I'm your host with the most, Leader Johnson, and we are here, man, doing this at a great level, high level on Hardcore Sports Network at Follow Leader Sports, Villanova Radio. A lot to talk about. A lot to talk about. When we come back from this intro here, man, we're going to talk more about Villanova's Big Five championships. The signing day was big and huge, and two prospects who got Villanova on their radars big time. We get back on Follow the Sports, Villanova Radio. All these niggas trying to get my stride, trying to tell me how to live my life, but they don't know the consequences when you play that game. Little homie, you can lose your life, but they don't know. I lead and they follow. They follow my lead. I lead and they follow. They listen to me. What's going on, y'all? We back here, and big things happen. Like big things happen. We talking about the Big Five championship that was big. I'm talking about what should have happened, what we've been waiting for happen for a couple years. Both programs on a full-fledged go hard right now. Coach Dillon doing a great job. Coach Willard doing a great job. We here. We are here, man. Listen. Boom. That's the first thing, right? We got the men here, and they won Big Five champions, right? We got the men winning the Big Five championship. We just want to see, I want to emphasize what this whole podcast really means. Like, seriously, it was really something special to see. I saw like the progress of the Nova men's team this year, and you just saw the excitement. You saw how good they play together. Saw the same good, and not to mention the double standard. The women, same thing. 2025 Big Five champions. It was just something special to see, man. To me, we talking about just a thrashing. They just really let them know who they are. I mean, you've been seeing games won, but the way they've been winning this year, double figures. I think they want this challenge. We're going to talk about Villanova and Michigan tonight, too. I mean, the women went in there. That was a good game with St. Joe. That was a good game. You know, both of them were shooting good from the field, training threes. Listen, you know, they were passing the ball. Two good teams, really. Two good teams, and that was a good test. Villanova's been winning some good games, and we know what they did with West Virginia. And St. Joe's was tough. So this Villanova women's team is really making a statement. And what you have to understand, because we're going to talk about them first, what you have to understand is that the women, they got Bryn McCurry doing big things right now. I'm going to say the name again. Bryn McCurry. It's nothing you can't say that's, she's just been phenomenal, man. She's been phenomenal. Big Five player of the week. Inside, outside, good passer, good defensive player. It's really good to have her at forward or at center, whatever position she plays, she's going to impact. It's just been real good to see. I remember when she was recruited by Villanova. She was recruited by Villanova and committed. And I just knew. Seeing her tape, man, I was like, listen, man. And you have to honor Coach Dillon and the talent development. You just got to be like, when you see him, you got to be like, if Coach Dillon gets an eye on her, and that's what I said. With her size and what she could do, she was out last year. She was hurt. Now she's back, and there's a different element. You got Jasmine Bosco. You got Kennedy Henry. Then you got Danae Carter. And then sometimes you have Ryan Allen's coming off the bench. But Kelsey Jones plays also, and she's been doing good. She's kicking up. She's getting with the team. That team is getting real good. Brooke Bender is just being crazy. Crazy. Also, player of the week in the Big East, Bryn McCurry. Congratulations. It's crazy right now. This is real good for this team. And if you look at this team, they got, on both sides of the ball, they got, you got Jasmine Bosco and Kennedy Henry. Kennedy Henry is not only good with the offense, she's going to develop more in that. She's going to improve more with that, but she can play defense and she can pass the ball. She can rebound. Kennedy Henry can do everything. She's going to be scary good. Just give it a minute. Brooke Bender is just a sharpshooter. They can't. I think the college basketball world don't know about. By the time they find out about Brooke Bender and catch up to Brooke Bender, it's gonna be tournament time. Y'all still not gonna have an answer for her off the bench. That bench says her and Ryan Allen. Then you still got Natembu, if I'm saying that name right. Canadian player. She's been good on defense. Can pass the ball. Can handle the rock. It's good to see this team. It's good to see how quick that she got all these recruits together. Once again, she did the same thing last year with Jalea Green and all that when she brought all those recruits in last year because a lot of people transferred. Shout out to Christina Dawson and Lucy Olson, who they're doing good. Olson in the pro level. Because we forget that's a Coach Dillon recruit right there. I know, okay. Shout out to Iowa. To the Iowa people, the city, the state. But she is a Villanova player, man. Lucy Olson. But no, this team is real good, man. I just like the fact that the Big Five championship came through Villanova and the women. Now, let's talk about what the men did, man. It was like a double standard all night. That was crazy. Like, if you look at what was really going on with the men, like, it was a double standard all night, man. And not to mention Duke Brennan. Let's talk about that game. Let's talk about just how good that game was for Villanova. I mean, Duke Brennan has been great. I mean, we're talking about looking at a pro type of player, man. Duke Brennan is averaging 12.9 points. 12.9 rebounds, 11.4 points. And then Duke Brennan is shooting 60% from the field. So he's making it count under there. He's 40% from free throw line. If he can get that free throw up, man, we talking about a certified at least late first round pick. But right now, he would be either undrafted or he would be a late second round pick. Duke Brennan is a tough basketball player. He's one of the best players in college basketball. He's not being talked about enough. He's not being talked about enough. Duke Brennan has been phenomenal, man, the whole year. And it's what we've really been needing. Even the last couple of years, we never had a post player in there that could command the post. Eric Dixon is one of one. But the rebounding, no. If Eric Dixon came up with 12.9 rebounds, they would have drafted him in the first round. I'm just saying, Eric Dixon's a pro player, pro talent. But there's certain things that just minus a player. But see, Duke Brennan's not the scorer that Dixon is. If he can hit them threes like Dixon, and then you're looking at the free throw percentage, because you couldn't foul Eric Dixon. But Duke Brennan is such an important player and will be important in Villanova sports for you, the Villanova legend. Instant impact. I mean, he's continued to be consistent. You're going to hear his name called all year. Because when the game starts, he's one of the players you got to watch out for. Cutting to the basket, rebound, offensive rebounds. Let's talk about that. The offensive rebounds. Villanova, man, I mean, it's great to see what they're doing. Phenomenal to see what they're doing. And tonight against Michigan, they play Michigan. He's going to be one of the guys that Michigan's going to have to watch out for. The Wolverines, if we get straight to the Wolverines, we know Yaxo Lindenborg, who's going to be in the first round. I think he's a lottery pick. Averaging 15 points, 15.8 points, 7.6 rebounds, 3.3 assists. We'll get to that, man. That's the guys. Lindenborg, and then we talking about with Villanova, I think Bryce Lindsey is that guy. I think he's the top of Villanova. The number one scorer. We'll talk more about that. But Villanova standing at 7-1 right now. This will be a big 8-1 win. If they beat Michigan, and Michigan has a team. Everybody, look, Michigan's in the top 25, top 10. But we're talking about a top 10 squad. Number 2 in the nation. 8-0. But Villanova has a squad. People got to understand, Villanova has to prove it now. They have everything. They got the center inside. They got Matthew Hodge, another guy that's at power forward, impacting just like everybody thought he would. You got to give these guys the credit. Look at Duke Brennan. Look what Duke Brennan is doing. 12.9 rebounds. He's leading the nation. He's leading the. If anybody don't know, Duke Brennan is leading the nation in rebounds, man. That's some hard shit to do, man. Excuse my friends. That's some hard shit to do. They got to start getting this dude this credit. To me, if I'm judging him as a talent, he's a mid-second rounder. He's a mid-second rounder. I mean, I think he should be. You need guys like him. He's not afraid inside there. You need guys like him inside. I think he'll get better and better as the season goes on. But the free throws, that's big. That's huge. That's huge. Talking about tonight. And you see how they rank Villanova. They counting Villanova out. Villanova versus Michigan, man. Gonna be a big game. Not only Lindenborg. Let's talk more about Michigan. Lindenborg's not the only guy you got to worry about. They're a super talented team. Moraes Johnson averaging 14.3 points and 6.3 rebounds. Looking at Rudy Gale, another guard. He's averaging 11 points. Trey McKinney, 11 points. Eddie Myra I remember him last year. Eddie Myra is a transfer. They were talking about him being a run and done. You know, Namari Burnett is another guy you got watching for. Elliot Cadeau, they got him. LJ Kaysen. It's a lot of guys. They got some good guys. You know, it's going to be interesting to see what Villanova does. Now, to talk about Villanova's not no slouch. But this is like the biggest competition they had all year. The biggest competition more than this was BYU early in the year. They went against BYU, and they were number 8 at the time. 18.1 points a game. Bryce Lindsey. Caden Lewis, 12.8 points a game, 5.8 assists, not making mistakes. It's great to have a point guard like him that doesn't make mistakes. Tyler Perkins, here he comes, 11.4 a game. 11.4 a game, Duke Brennan. 11.3 a game, Matt Hodge. 8.9, Devin Askew. Malachi Palmer is another one. Chris Jeffries another one. Gapari's another one. Stanford still – like, this is a deep team. A lot of guys like Stanford, Gapare, you might see him, but he hasn't got all the way in there. But he impacts. When they call on him, he impacts. I mean, he hits shots. I mean, listen, he's a guy you have to watch out for. Can play defense. You still got the size and Braden Pierce that ain't – listen, 9 minutes a game. They are really running people. They have multiple people getting at least 10 or more a game. Stanford is just still etching in there, but Stanford is a guy. Watch out for him, because he's a guy that's just he slowly. You see how he impacts slowly. You know, cutting to the basket, shooting. Like, he's a guy. Just watch out for him. This is going to be an interesting team. This is an interesting game. Lindenborg's the one guy. He's too athletic. Him and Brennan is the biggest guy. You got Mara in there. You got the size is going to be something to look at here between Michigan and Villanova. How are they going to do that? They can run the small ball and kill them. Perkins is going to be a hard guy for Michigan to mess with. Lindsey can shoot from the outside. Hodge can shoot from the outside. All these guys, Villanova's a real good three-point shooting team. And they have size this year. The thing is, how much size? Will it be enough? But they have a Caden Lewis. He can match up. Listen, any point guard in the nation. Then you get Devin Askew coming off the bench. Devin Askew is not being talked about enough. Devin Askew is shooting 42% from 3. 49% from the field. People are not talking about Devin Askew enough. It's kind of crazy and disrespectful a little bit, man. Disrespectful. Preview tonight. You can see right now, Michigan averaging 94 a game, been a really impressive team. Nova averaging 83. Field goal percentage, you see Michigan's up on that. But it's 3-point percentage, they're right there with Michigan. They're better than them. And Michigan's right, they're close. Rebounds, Villanova's been doing good this year. Michigan just been better. It's the size. Assists, Villanova's been good this year. Michigan has just been better. Steals, Villanova's there. Blocks, it's crazy with Michigan. That size. So we're going to see what the size, what can Villanova do? They have great guard play. I think they have better guard play than Michigan. That 4 guard rotation, you can bring Jeffrey in there. He's going to impact. You can bring Askew and Jeffrey both in there, and they can impact. You can bring Perkins down to the guard. You can put Malachi Palmer at the guard. They got too many people that can, the small ball lineup is there, but they got Brennan and Hodge for second. They're athletic. They can play. This is going to be something to see. Can Hodge impact on their front court? Brennan and Hodge are going to be really looked at with their size. How will they impact this game? I think that's the key. That's the key. All right. Going to the football. We got to hit football, y'all. Listen. First off, the image in the back of me, man, is Nolan DeLucci, man, 2026 quarterback, and we're going to get to Nolan, man. We're talking about first. Listen, Villanova is hot. Beat Lehigh, and I told you that was the last Villanova radio. I like this is a statement game because they're going to the Patriot League. And so they take out Lehigh. They're letting people know we coming. Lehigh was 5th ranked, and they were at number 12. People call this an upset. I'm not calling it an upset. I'm like, oh, my goodness. I know Lehigh was impressive. But Villanova was impressive, too. All year. Crazy. I'm different on that point. They go against Tarleton State. They number 4. What we scared of? If y'all don't know, Eagle fans, Darius Cooper went to Tarleton State last year. He was going crazy, but this is gonna be a big game. I think Villanova had the chance to. We're gonna see how far. I don't see North Dakota State. They used to be the team to look at to watch out for. I just think Villanova has a chance to really make some noise. I think they can win this game. I don't see. I'm looking at that team. I don't really see too much. We're gonna do more on the podcast, and we're gonna talk about Tarleton State. But Villanova is just as impressive. The way Pat McCade has been playing, him to Colella, that's a great, dangerous quarterback to receiver duo. And they have a 1-2-3, but they got like what three threes. Well, 1-2-3 is a quarterback, wide receiver, and is a quarterback, wide receiver, and running back. A trio, quarterback, wide receiver. When I say 1-2-3, that's that quarterback, wide receiver, and running back. But see, Villanova has David Abbott, they have Isaiah Ragland, and they have Jabriel Mace. So we talking about a 3-headed one. But they got other guys that you don't get. Chris Colby is good, man. He's really a good player. Brendan Bukowski is a guy to watch out for. Antonio Johnson's always size, is always athletic. I mean, he don't get the credit he deserves, but when you call on him, he's there. And it's a real good team. Also, Sean Weld, real good team of players and receivers. And McCade really throws these guys. McCade is really good, man. Like he's having a really good year. He should be a nominee for the, Walter Payton. I know Mace is there, but I'm just saying, at least put him in consideration for sure, man. Like he's been really good. He's been a very good, stay composed. Pat McCade has been that guy. Colella has been impact. When you throw it to Colella, you're in trouble. You're in super trouble. All right, now let's go back. Look, we're gonna take a little break and we're gonna come back. We're gonna talk about this Villanova football, and we're gonna talk about more about. Okay, we got recruits also. I'm gonna tell y'all, it's 2 recruits also within this episode. It's 2 recruits I want to tell y'all that really have Villanova on their goal. On the basketball, it's a 3-star guy, and football, this guy, he's my family, and I'm gonna tell y'all why he's good, man. And if anybody don't know him, I'm gonna let you know about him soon. So we're gonna take a break, right? And we're going to come back, Nova Nation. We're going to talk football. And if y'all got any questions on the comments, man, let me know. Live, man, we are here. This is Villanova Radio, man. Follow the leader. We'll be right back. We back, man. Here, Villanova Radio. Follow Leader Sports. Welcome back. Listen, we talking about Nova Lehigh, the game that everybody said was an upset. It's crazy. Lehigh's an impressive team, but Nova is impressive too. I just feel like, how do you look at that game? Nova's going to make moves, man, and that's what's going to happen. All right, now the worst thing I want to get to before we get back to that stretch is the box score here, man. The box score of their game. It was crazy. Offense didn't really kick up on both sides. It was really a good game, really knockdown drag, big time hits, good defenders. Both teams impressive. Now, both teams defenses. But McCabe was always, 18 for 28, 208 yards. Got sacked 3 times, 1 touchdown. Listen, but you had Mace still getting the ball, 49 yards in that game. Kalela is always dependable, man. 8 catches, 71 yards. He stays resilient, relentless. Braden Reed, a freshman. Man, they always had these breakout freshmen. He's just kicking up, but he's been the second best receiver. Kopeck's another one who's always there. But, man, Reed he's 5'9". He's so fast, man. 70 yards on 3 catches. Antonio Johnson, he had 20 yards that game. Kobe, a couple catches. Like, the size they have is also not being talked about, with Kobe and Kopecky. Then you give it to Antonio Johnson. But the defense, Amari Bursey, man. Man, this team can recruit. 8 tackles in total. 6 solo. Capri Martin, 6 tackles. Hartsell, 6 tackles. Kimmel, always dependent. 2 tackles for loss for him. Along with Capri Martin, both have 2 tackles for losses. Hartsell was a monster the whole game. Kimmel forcing the fumble. Anthony Hawkins, 4 tackles, 4 tackle for loss. That size with Anthony Hawkins being 6'3". Dawood was tough. Aiden Howard was tough. Jason Hall was tough. Sapp was tough. Moody was tough. Williams was tough. Bostic, tough. What's up, Delano? I see you. I see you, man. These guys is tough. Not to mention how Obina is always a leader. Rogan, always versatile. Alaremi, Inge. All these guys are so good. Like, they're so good, man. It's a good team. Good team, man. It's good to see, and it's going to be a dogfight with Tarleton State. We'll talk more about that game on the next Villanova Radio, man. I mean, that's a game. It's going to be big because, like I said, Darius Cooper of the Eagles played with Tarleton State last year. It's going to be a big game. Now, let's go to this recruiting class. 13 signees, man. This is a very, very talented class, man. It's one of those classes, better than last year. Last year class was solid, man. Some good players on there. You see some guys like Braden Reed doing what they do. Freshmen that are playing impact in the first year. But just for this class here, I mean, I'm really going to want to talk about a little bit just about how maybe you're talking about some impacting guys this year. Now, DeLucci, the first guy, Nolan DeLucci, the first commit of this class. We talking about a guy here, another quarterback that can run, a dual threat quarterback. Also, he's an athlete. It's kind of crazy looking at just how accomplished he is. And this is how Villanova really develops their team. Villanova always gets athletes, the best athletes. I mean, everybody wants to get them, but Villanova really recruits athletes. Like, and now they got another one because you still got Tanner Murdoch. And you look how athletic he is as a quarterback. All right, you got Dylan Mills. You still got these guys who are athletes. His career stats is a 39-4 record. 8,819 yards. 81 touchdowns. 1,379 rushing yards. 13 rushing touchdowns. Oh, and on the defensive level, just like Maddox, 211 career tackles and 4 interceptions. He's an athlete. He's a guy that can, I think you got 2 guys like, in the back end, you're going to have him for the future. You got Maddox. He's going to be next. McKay just was the better guy to win out, but Maddox is going to be, they're grooming Maddox to be a guy. It's his time coming up. I think next year is his time for sure because Maddox is ready, man. Maddox is ready to play. Such a great athlete. And then you got DeLucci, and you still got Mills. Very talented quarterback room. I think they, and then you know, like the time when we thinking, you know, and then Daniel Smith comes in and wins the job. Like they're looking for talent. That is a very important emphasis there. With Chris Bowden as the former quarterback, a legendary quarterback for Villanova, he's making sure he has a guy behind that center that is effective and smart and impactful. And McKay's just been the more mentally smart quarterback than anybody they've ever had. His IQ with that ball in his hand is better than any of them. That Smith, and no credit away from my boy, that's my guy, Dan the Man Smith. You know, I just think he's been very smart, and he makes the clutch plays. When it's time to make a play, he makes it. I can't say enough about Pat McKay. And Nolan DeLucci is going to be a very good. Watch out for him. He's going to be a very good player for this team, no question. 6'2", 210, good size. Very good guy to watch out for. Good, very good player to watch out for. Now we're talking about recruits. Another guy that I feel like is another headhunter with this squad. Donovan Lifcomb, Jersey prospect. You got another linebacker, part of that core line. You got Jason Hall. You're talking about Bursey. So many guys, Strauss. There's so many guys they have that are athletic. That's a very good. They're just building a real good depth unit of good classes. But this class is super talented. We're gonna go down the line. You're gonna talk about more guys that are super talented. That, I mean, and Donovan Lifcomb, man. The guy you're getting there is a guy, I think that's one of the guys in the first year I think could impact. The first year. He could get in there and just really get more snaps after coming on practice. He's the type of player, man. Like you're talking about fast, impacting. Like I can't wait to see him in the Villanova uniform, man. He's really going to be a good player. It's good to get those headhunters on the team. And Donovan Lifcomb out of Jersey. You go on those Jersey prospects. You know how deep it is in Jersey with so much talent. And they get one of those guys, man. I'm telling you right now, he's going to be one of those guys that I feel like will impact the first year. He's just one of those guys. Now, when I come out with my, I'm going to have interviews with all of them for VU Sports on 247. And I'm also going to put out articles for 247 about, I'm going to talk to all of them about signing, man, because I've been in contact with these guys since they've been recruited and, you know, committed, you know, and also a guy I want to interrupt before I go to another guy, Jackson Newman, a tight end they gave an offer to, man. They could get him a tight end. They could get him. They always are staying on, you know, what they need, and they really invest in the tight end a lot. They're looking at guys down the future that are going to be good. Jackson Newman is one of those guys. It's good to get that. And just like in this class, and their recruiting class, they got a lot of good defensive backs. In this class right here, man, I'm talking about they got some boys, some real dogs that could impact. We're going to go down the line. That could impact the first year. Another guy that I feel like Brandon Way, PA prospect, man. That's another big time player. He's a guy very fast, quick, can impact. Brandon Way, you bring him along with a team like this, and it's crazy. Like, because the running back room, they are staying with the running back room. You got to feel confident about any running back you see. And I'm telling you right now, Brandon Way is a good player. He's one of those guys that immediately you put in impact. And they still got Tyler Womack. Man. Still got Tyler Womack. Still, listen. Did you hear what I said, man? They still got Tyler Womack. Y'all ain't seen enough of him, man. This guy is super dynamic. And then you get Brandon Way. They continue listen, they continue to do a great job in keeping the running back room super lit, like they continue to do a great job. And I'm telling you right now, Brandon Way is one that the Villanova fans are going to love, man. It's unbelievable how they just keep on stacking up talent at running back. Wait till y'all see Brandon Way and Tyler Womack, man. It's gonna be crazy. All right, things you need to know about Brandon Way, Player of the Year. All right, Lancaster Catholic, 1,500 total yards, 21 touchdowns. DeLucci, you talking about DeLucci? Yeah, top 5 all-time passing leader in WPIAL. WPIAL, okay? First team all conference. And then you look at both ends of the field where he's at defense, he had 4 interceptions, I told you, what I'm saying earlier. And now you're looking at him as a dual threat quarterback. I really love this guy's talent. Really love this guy's talent. Now, another guy we want to talk about on this team that also signed is Josiah Brown. Now, see, I remember when he signed at first, nobody saw when he committed. You know, he had told me he committed, and I put it out there. This cat here. What? Are you crazy right now? Like, you got to be happy about the offense because you got DeLucci, you got Mills, and you got Maddox. So you want to keep some playmakers, and that's a good thing they're doing right now with him. Josiah Brown, man. This cat, two-way starter, no question. 2,547 all-purpose yards. Josiah Brown's the type of weapon, man. I mean, I think another instant impact. I think he's another guy that's going to have instant impact. Because if they decide to do, I mean, it depends on what they decide to do. You know, with the transfer portal, like I thought this was going to be Tanner Maddox's year. But you get the transfer portal, McKay comes in, and obviously they just wanted to see who was going to be the better talent. And he won out. And that's all they're doing. They're challenging guys. They're trying to get the best talent on the field so they can get the best team. Josiah Brown had 611 yards, 25 receptions. All right. On the defensive side, he had 46 tackles and 3 interceptions. So we're talking about another athlete. And this guy can definitely play. Definitely play. 5'11", 170. I'm really excited to see that. I'm really excited to see because Elijah Trent was another guy that was a big-time former, like, defensive back, legendary defensive back for Villanova, Elijah Trent. But he was a great receiver in college. So I hope they keep Josiah Brown. I want to see this guy get down as a receiver. He is something to watch. And I'm really ready to see this receiving, what Pagan does with these receivers, the next level, the next era. I don't know how he's going to do it. I mean, we got Binkowski, we got Kobe. What's up with Nate Hill? Okay, Keon Miles. I mean, I want to see this talent come. We want to see who's going to break out because Keon Miles has a load of talent. So does Nate Hill. All right, a load of talent. Riley Stevenson. These guys have a load of talent. We just got to see it happen. Who's going to be the guy to come out? That's an open ball game. Braden Reed is showing it. Kobe is showing it. Those guys is ready to go. Size, you got 5'9" Reed, and you got the 6'3" Kobe. That's a great combination right there. Going back to the next guy, Pat Deegan is another big-time player. It's good to get, on this whole class, you ain't going to see too many. He's the one offensive line commit that you see, and it was a good one. Another Jersey prospect, another dog. Deegan's what we need, and with the quarterbacks and with the running backs, this makes a lot of sense. 6'4", 285, going to get bigger and stronger. 2-time All-Division. He was a team's MVP as a defensive tackle. So what you think now Nova could do this, this is one that, they're like multi-talented guys. And let's just see if they think about that. But he was a team's MVP as a defensive tackle. But still a 2-time All-Division guy as offensive line. So they got a big guy, and I think they're going to keep him at the offensive line because they need it. Looking at this team, you got Isaiah Selby, another guy, defensive back out of Jersey. They really went hard and got some Jersey dogs. They really got some Jersey dogs. Villanova did this. Some Jersey dogs. And Isaiah Selby is one. Physical player, playmaker, gonna be all around the field. He's gonna be a headache to people because he's gonna be all around the field. That is high school to his first state playoff appearance in 9 years. Big time. So that's a good, great team right there. He was with 40 tackles, 2 forced fumbles as a defensive back. Two-way starter, has receiving talent. He is 6 feet, but Villanova's looking at this guy as a defensive back. 6 foot, 175. We're gonna see what happens. Athletic guy, physical, and a lot to the D. I think he'll be a guy that's a playmaker. When it's time for him to get down, I think he's the type of guy that could impact in the first year. He just has it in him. Athletic guy can impact in the first year. I'm looking at another guy, Colin Gurley, edge rusher. Good. He's a man. He's a savage. You talk about Hartzell. You talking about Capri Martin. And he's a guy that could be like that. Donovan Lincecum, we looking at that. But this guy, when he gets his time, I mean, he could impact the first, but I don't see him impacting the first year. But when he gets his time, he's going to be an impacting guy. Pass rusher. He's definitely a dog. One of those guys you're going to have to watch out for. When they set him loose off the leash, I mean, he had 100 tackles, 26 tackles for loss, and 17 and a half sacks. His career as a linebacker at Central York. When they put him out there, he's going to be a dog. He's going to be a dog. Good gig, good pickup. When I saw this guy, when I saw his tape, I said, oh, my goodness. You know what he looked like? He looked like Forrest Ryan, but he won't be Forrest Ryan. But his motor, when he go at you, he's going to be something special. Looking at Thomas Coates, big guy. He could have been offensive lineman, too. A Merlin prospect. I'm telling you, this recruiting class, listen, very talented, big time recruiting class. You talk about an FCS, they got to be a top 10 recruiting class. I mean, and I'm just saying that, just throwing it off the top of my head. I don't know everybody else's, but you don't get talent like this. Ain't more than 10 classes more talented than this. You know what I'm saying? This is something big, and they did a good job. Thomas Coates. Big time guy. I think they want to get that defensive line doing a good job. Having a guy like Aiden Howard, Capri Martin, Ivan Murray. They're doing a good job at recruiting for the defensive line. And this is another good one right here. He's a guy that talked to him for VU Sports. Very, very dedicated guy. Can play offensive line and defensive line, I'm telling you. 6 foot, 295. So he's a big guy. Led his team, a big-time leader on this team. He's a guy to look for that could really stop the run and be a leader type guy. I think he's a guy that could develop to be better than you think he could really be. They're doing a real good job on their defensive line. Pennypacker's doing a great job developing their defense. It's going to be interesting to see how Thomas Coates plays. Merlin prospect, you're one of them Merlin dogs, another football sports state, and you get a guy like, you get a guy like that from Urbana High School, out of Merlin, playing with that good competition. Going to be a good player to see. Where they put him, defensive line or defensive end. He's an athlete, athletic, powerful. So we're going to see how that goes. Looking at Abu, this is one of my favorite. Abu Fafana, man, he's this defensive back again. I told y'all they really did a good job at recruiting for the defensive backs on this class. Some big-time defensive backs in this class. So we got another one, 2 more really on this class. This was a very good class of defensive backs. Abu Fafana is a super-duper high-level talent, man. One of my favorite players on this class, man. Going to be exciting to see. He going to impact the first year, man. Talking about Jersey. And they went hard at Jersey. To go at Jersey and Maryland and get recruits out of there. I mean, New York is one thing, and Philly and Pennsylvania is one thing. It's good to get that, but when you can get them guys in Jersey and Maryland, it's big. I mean, 20 pass breakups, 4 interceptions, and 14 touchdowns. with it. I mean, in high school. I mean, this guy is a playmaker. He can really is a guy that can really play both ways. He's that athletic. He can play a receiver. He can play cornerback, but he's 6'1", 180. Get that size, play. I mean, he's going to be something special. You're talking about Christian Benford, Jaquan Amos, down that line of Malik Reeves, down that line of good defensive backs. Abu Fofana is going to be that guy. No question about it. Kylan Gurley, looking at what he did this past in high school, I mean, it was just something to see how they got the defense. I think they're real committed to the defense. Last recruiting class, more focused on the offense more, but this time they wanted to get some defense, and they still didn't leave without getting the elite. It's one thing to get one recruit out of each position, but when you get elite guys like Degnan and Brandon Way and Josiah Brown, to go along with multiple defensive commits, I mean, this was a good class. Also, Jackson Kramer, defensive end, back on the defense. Back on that defense. Jackson Kramer, another guy they got big time. You're going to see my article come out about who these guys were. And listen, to talk about this recruiting class, man. This recruiting class is big time. Big time. Jackson Kramer, looking at what he brings to the table for this defense on the defensive line. Once again, we just talked about Thomas Coates, Jackson Kramer. You get him. Jackson Kramer, a two-way starter. 16 career sacks. He's 6'2", 295. The type of guy that is going to be he's relentless around the edge. He can stop the run. Good length. Aggressive. With him and Coates just talking about these, it's exciting to see what the defense line is going to be with these guys here. Still with Ivan Murray here. Still with Capri Martin here. Going to be exciting to see this defensive line as they recruit this class for the last 10 years. It's getting better and better the last 5 years. The type of talent that Villanova is bringing to the defensive line. Luis Martinez, big time target. Finally got him, man. Got him. He signed. That's crazy. This is a little bit stupid rich as defensive backs. I mean, what are y'all trying to do? Diabolical geniuses. I mean, another guy that can play both sides of the ball. 40 tackles in the sack, 3 forced fumbles. Very fast, quick, aggressive. But he was the team's offensive MVP, 590 yards, 31 receptions. Like, he's the type of guy that can play both sides and be an impact. I think he return kicks. But, man, he's going to be another guy you could look for that could impact his first year. And then Jordan Jet Taylor, man. Whoa. My goodness. This guy, he's my favorite prospect. Brandon Way is another one. Andre Esposito is another one. We're going to talk about these guys. Man. Jordan Jet Taylor, man. Both sides of the ball. Just could do it all. 4 interceptions this past year. I mean, on both sides of the ball, 6 feet, 175. He's going to be the type of player. I talked to him for 247 Sports. I'm going to talk to him again about, listen, this guy can play. And then I'm also have interviews on high-level sports with all the recruits that signed, man. We're going to do that more when people commit. They'll be on high-level sports talk, man. We got some big interviews coming up also. Excuse me, y'all. Just to break in real quick. We're going to talk more about the class. We got Gio Taylor, Jada Williams, Iowa State star point guard Jada Williams' mom will be on here. We also will have Rod Hampton, the father of pro player R.J. Hampton, and one of the top high school players in the nation, Ryan Hampton, to talk about basketball, to how do you groom young pro athletics like he's done. And Michael Brown Sr. also, we're going to get him on talking about Michael Brown. It's going to be a lot of good. Steve Lapis, Eric Ebers. We got a lot of high-level sports talk coming real soon, man. It's going to be big. I do Thursday, I do Broad Street Blitz Take with my boy Cool Cat Connors, man. talk about the Eagles. As you know, it's been bad for the Eagles right now, man. It's a crazy time. Everybody hold on. We'll see what's up. But Eagles got to prove to me they on it. They got to prove to me they even trying to win. But Thursday, um, 12 o'clock, we will be here to talk more about Broad Street Blitz tape. All right, Follow the Sports. You know, I pop those up when it's post game. Y'all know I'm going to do a Follow the Sports radio. Y'all know post game I'm going to do it. But other than that, it's just going to pop up on y'all. It could be big news. Y'all be like, man, leader might talk about this. Or if y'all could hit me up and be like, hey, man, what about this, leader? I want to know how you feel about this. Tag me on Twitter, and I'll come up with it. You know, and I'll mention your name, and we'll talk about that, man. Follow the Sports. It's for the viewers. It's like water, man. It's like your sports water, man. When you talk about it and you want their water, you'll get their water. All right. So talk more. Let's go here. Let's talk more about these signees. I just want to talk just a couple more. Andrew Esposito, man, what a hell of a wide receiver he is. Man, what a signing he was. Connecticut Max Press Player of the Year. 6'3" receiver. Super elite player again. Just a hell of a player to get. Another one. We want to talk. No, that's it. That's it. I covered everybody. Listen, I just wanted to get y'all in on the signees, and I'm gonna talk about two guys. Okay, it's two guys here that two prospects, man, two prospects that really love Villanova. One is my cousin Tank Thomas. Now we talking about this is my cousin, y'all. Tank Thomas, Ave Marie, had a good breakout season for Ave Marie as a freshman. 6'1", 210, a guy that could play in the secondary, pass rusher. Villanova is one of the schools he covers. No question. One of those type of guys. Listen, y'all want to know about him? Tank Thomas. Go look at G Tank Thomas on Twitter, and y'all talk about how good he is. Y'all let me know how good this man is. This guy's good. I've talked to Coach Ferranti about him. He went to went ahead and did the junior college route, and now he's trying to transfer. He's been doing a good job, impacted as a freshman, did a great job with him. Now, another guy, 3-star shooting guard, Landon Collier. Yes, 3-star shooting guard, 2026 3-star shooting guard, Landon Collier. Overtime elite, now he's playing at IMG. He's been saying, even for high-level sports, he talked to me that Villanova is a dream school for him. So we're going to get more on that. We're going to get him more on high-level sports talk. We're going to talk to him. We're going to talk to Tank Thomas. We're going to get a lot of people on high-level sports talk to talk. And right now, we're about to tune out of Follow Leader Villanova Radio, man. Glad talking to y'all, man. Listen, we talking Villanova sports, man. We on. In the playoffs, Big 5 championships. Man, what we talking about right now? It's good times right now in Villanova sports. Tune in tonight, Villanova versus Michigan. Going to be a big game. The Axel Lindenborg has to get stopped. Him and Duke Brennan are going to be the big matchup as far to me, as far as in the post. Of course, you got other guys out there, Lamari Burnett, Elliot Cadeau. You got guys like that out there. You got guys like Caden Lewis. Bryce Lindsey is going to be tearing it up. Look, Villanova ain't no joke. Let's stop playing games right now. Villanova's not no joke. They got to stop playing. Villanova's not no runovers and no pushovers. Villanova's a good team. So now it's time for Villanova to prove it and beat Michigan. Or put it like this. If Villanova has a good game against Michigan, they had a good game against BYU. Good game against BYU, even though they lost. Michigan's not that overpowering against Villanova. It's just that Michigan might have a little bit more experience. They do. High-level athletes. But this is going to be a good game. Y'all going to see. So I'm out, y'all. Listen, man, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, man, high-levelsports.com. I'm out of here, y'all. Follow Leader.